Okay, for this project, I'm using Caron Simply Soft. So worsted weight 4-ply acrylic. And I'm going to be using a size I 5.5mm crochet hook. And you want to start off with the slip knot. Then you want to work a chain of 4. Slip stitch back into the first stitch to form a ring. Like that. And I'm going to start with a chain 1. Now I'm going to be working through the center of the ring, and I want to do 12 double crochets through the center of the ring. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slide this over a little bit. 11 and 12, and then I'm going to slip stitch into my first double crochet to close that round off. Like that. And then you can pull this tail and probably make your circle a little bit smaller. And if you want, you can start with a magic ring. Just like that. Now I'm going to chain 1 and go back into the same stitch and double crochet. If you prefer, instead of chaining 1 and double crocheting, you can always just do a chain 3 and count that as a double crochet. But I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to go back into the same stitch and double crochet. And I'm going to be working 2 double crochets in every stitch. So I'm going to go back in the same stitch again and double crochet. So that's 2 double crochets in that first stitch. We don't count that chain 1 as anything. It's nothing. It's just there. Now I'm going to work around putting 2 double crochets in every stitch. And then when I get back around, I should have a total of 24 stitches at the end of this round. Okay, at the end of that round, I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch into my first double crochet. Like that. Now I'm going to start again with a chain 1 and then double crocheting right back into that same stitch. And remember, if you want to use a chain 3, you can. I don't do the chain 3 a lot on hats and stuff because I think if you do it this way, it makes the seam a little bit less noticeable than opposed to the chain 3. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can do it either way. I just have people ask me why I do it this way, and I don't always do it this way. I use the chain 3 a lot, but when I'm doing like clothing and stuff, to try to make the seam a little bit less noticeable, I do a chain 1 and then double crochet. But you can do it either way. But remember that if you're doing it my way, that chain 1 doesn't count as anything. Now this time around, we're just going to repeat what we just did. So I'm going to go back in the same stitch again and do another double crochet for a total of 2 double crochets in that stitch. And I'm going to work around putting 2 double crochets again in every stitch, just like we did on the previous row. So I'm going to work around doing the 2 doubles in every stitch, and at the end of this row you should have a total of 48 stitches. So I'll meet back up with you when I make it back around. Okay, I made it back around, and again I'm going to slip stitch into the top of my first double crochet like that. That's what we have so far. Now I'm going to chain 1 again, go back into the same stitch, double crochet. This time around I'm going to do 3 double crochets in a row, and then I'll do an increase of 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So this counts as 1 double crochet. I'm going to go to the next stitch, put 1, the next one, 1, and the next one we'll get 2. One double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets in the next. One double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets in the next. So I just want to repeat that pattern all the way back around to the beginning. I'm coming to the end of my last row here, and your last stitch should be an increase stitch. It should have 2 double crochets in it. And then again you just want to slip stitch into your first double crochet like that. That closes that round off. Okay, now we're done increasing. Now every row is going to be the same for the length of the hat. Now we're going to chain 1, go back into the same stitch and double crochet, and now I'm going to work my way around putting 1 double crochet in every stitch, and now the hat will start to come in and form a hat. And we just want to keep doing rows of 1 double crochet in every stitch until we get the length that we want. So I'm going to keep going around doing rows of 1 double crochet in every stitch, and I'll let you know how many rows I do. Okay, I went ahead and did 7 rows of 1 double crochet in each stitch for a total of 11 rows altogether. But if you want to do more, it's completely up to you. But I ended it by slip stitching there in my first stitch. Now what I'm going to do is chain 1, and I'm going to do 3 double crochets in every stitch. Now I'm going to start working on the rim of the hat. So 1, 2, 3, and then you go to the next one and put 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, the next one, 3 doubles, 1, 2, 3, and I'm just going to repeat this all the way around. 3 double crochet in every stitch around. Okay, I made it back around after my 3 doubles in every stitch. Again, I'm going to slip stitch into my first double crochet, chain 1, go back into the same stitch, and double crochet. This time around I'm going to put 1 double crochet in every stitch along the top here, or along the brim, or the bill of the hat, or whatever you want to call it. So 1 double in each of the double crochets from the previous row, all the way around back to my beginning. Okay, at the end of that row I am going to slip stitch into my first double crochet, and I am going to tie off here. Now if you want the rim of your hat to be bigger, by all means you do as many rows of double crochet as you want, but I'm going to go ahead and tie off here, and I'm going to hide my tails. Okay, I went ahead and finished. I sewed this flower on and these leaves on. It's not anything that you have to do. If you don't want to, that's up to you. I have a tutorial for the leaves and the flower already, so I'll put a link to them on the screen. I'm not going to go over that right now, but then you just sew it on with a piece of yarn. It's real easy. And that's it. That's all there is to it. And again, you don't have to put that flower on. That's completely up to you. But I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any other tutorials that I put on. And please don't forget to check me out on Facebook. And until next time, have a good day.